It's morphin' time! Helmets click, Zord engines hum. In 1995, a neon, snack bar sticky detour gave us Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Here's the not canon, still canon problem. The film rewires Ranger lore. The show ignores, then keeps the toys. Number 7. The Ratmen built for the construction yard brawl, scrapped last minute for Oozeman and Tengu. Suit test stills exist. And that Angel Grove skyline? Sydney in disguise. You can still smell Crystal Pepsi, see a curled Pizza Hut poster, and hear Higher Ground over a too real sky surf. Tap like, this gets messy fast. The deeper we go, the weirder it gets. And number 1 proves the soundtrack is the time capsule. Number 10 starts with why the movie never counted. Number 10, it's not even canon to the show. Here's the first twist. The movie doesn't line up with the TV series. On the show, the Rangers' ninja powers arrive courtesy of Ninjor, an ancient blacksmith mystic who forges mythic gear. In the movie, those powers come from Dulcea on the distant planet Phaedos, complete with spirit animal forms and a windswept monolith temple. It's like two origin stories racing to the finish line, and both won. When Season 3 hit TV, it simply ignored Dulcea and went full Ninjor, which is why fans file the film under alternate continuity. As kids, we didn't overthink it. We debated canon at recess, compared holographic pogs, and moved on. As adults, we realized the franchise basically split the timeline like a Ranger-colored multiverse. Two routes to the same ninja powers means double the lore and double the playground arguments. And honestly, having both versions is part of the fun. If you were Team Dulcea, you got Mystic Warrior vibes. If you were Team Ninjor, you got a cranky forge wizard who talked like your shop teacher after 3 coffees. If that already cracked your nostalgia wide open, hit subscribe right now. We're about to dive into casting shakeups, Sydney in disguise, and ooze-soaked weirdness the credits never told you. Number 9. Angel Grove was secretly Sydney. Those slick cityscapes and harborside fireworks, Angel Grove was mostly Australia. The production shot all over Sydney and New South Wales, quarries, plazas, rooftops, and industrial parks. So if you grew up in Oz, the film doubles as a time capsule. Pause the finale, and you can practically circle skyline clues. The construction yard brawl? Classic New South Wales quarry energy. Shooting overseas wasn't just for postcard views. It opened access to stages, creature shops, and stunt talent that helped the movie feel bigger than the TV series. Sydney gave Angel Grove a full glow-up. And the rollerblading montage sealed it, playing like a travel advert for 90s plazas and handrails. If you owned a pair of inline skates, you felt seen. Local extras, Aussie stunt teams, and a can-do effects crew added a distinct texture. It's why the movie's city feels more vertical and windswept than the show's backlot neighborhoods. A subtle shift that makes the final showdown feel legitimately downtown, not 2 blocks from a craft services tent. Number 8. Dulcea's wild casting carousel. Dulcea, the staff-twirling guardian of Phaedos, didn't arrive fully formed. Mariska Hargitay, yes, the future SVU icon, was cast, trained, and reportedly shot footage in the green costume before the production pivoted. The role ultimately went to Gabrielle Fitzpatrick, whose ethereal mentor energy is the version etched into 90s memory. For fans, the Hargitay photos are like rare trading cards, proof of a sliding doors Hollywood story. 2 actors, 2 takes on the same guardian. Only one made the multiplex. Fitzpatrick's Dulcea is all wind in the cloak, flute at dawn mystique. Hargitay's version, from the stills, looks a touch fiercer, more warrior queen. Rewatch the Phaedos chapter and you can almost feel where production restitched the myth to fit a new performance. Number 7. The rat monsters that never were. Early creature plans leaned darker. Production actually built hulking rat men for the construction yard brawl. But on a big screen, they read more TV than cinematic. So the team switched to the gloopy purple Oozemen, who look like they might literally slide out of frame if the lights got any hotter. And later, the crow-faced Tengu warriors on Phaedos. Suit tests reportedly made it to photo stills before the switch. Classic 90s thrift meant nothing was really wasted. Bits of those rat builds scurried back to the TV series, where repaints and refits were an art form. And swapping to Oozeman did one more thing. It gave Ivan an instantly iconic hench army. You see purple goons squelching toward a camera, and your brain goes, "Oh, we're in the movie now." Number 6. The movie suits were armor, not spandex. On TV, spandex and flexible foam meant flips for days. For the film, wardrobe went full blockbuster. Molded armor plates, raised animal emblems, and helmets that looked vacuum sealed. They photographed beautifully and weighed a ton. Cast members and stunt teams have said heat and rigidity changed how fights could be staged. Wire work plus fiberglass equals a very sweaty day. If you've noticed the choreography leaning more into hero poses, wide swings, and camera-friendly silhouettes than the TV show's rapid-fire tumbling, that's the wardrobe calling the shots. Microphones had to be hidden, visors fogged, and harnesses sat differently under those chest plates. The suits gave the posters a metallic sheen, and the actors a neck workout they never forgot. It's a subtle reason why the movie feels slower, but looks bigger. The armor told the camera to drink it in. Quick pit stop. If this trip is hitting your 90s sweet spot, tap like right now. It tells the algorithm to hand us our power coins and keeps box set and chill digging up the stuff you forgot you loved. Number 5. Ivan Ooze equals Belloc in a purple sauna. The Ooze Maestro himself, Ivan Ooze, is played by Paul Freeman, aka Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark. For Power Rangers, he lived under hours of prosthetics, reportedly even swishing blackcurrant juice to tint his tongue that villainous purple. The performance is big, theatrical, and weirdly classy. Shakespeare by way of Saturday matinee chaos. It's why adults rewatching with their kids keep laughing at lines the little ones miss. Freeman threads the needle. He's funny without mocking the material, arch without breaking the spell. When he calls teenagers the bane of my existence, you can hear the actor savoring every syllable under 10 pounds of latex. A lesser villain would be forgettable. Ivan is endlessly quotable. He's the rare kids' movie baddie who could wander into a grown-up comedy and still crush the room. Number 4. That sky surfing opening was real stunt insanity. The film doesn't ease you in. It yeets you out of a plane. The Rangers jump in formation. Tommy literally sky surfs aboard through cloud layers, and the whole thing blasts by to Red Hot Chili Peppers' cover of Higher Ground. For 90s kids, that sequence was jet fuel. Playground volume levels doubled the week this hit theaters. Then comes the rollerblading montage, which basically declares inline skates a lifestyle. Your cousin carried Allen keys like a Boy Scout badge. Somebody's older brother swore wheel bearings made you faster at math. Strung together, the skydive and blading sequences more or less promised, yes, your life can be a Mountain Dew commercial. Just add homework and a curfew. Behind the scenes, coordinating those group landings meant skydivers, wire rigs, and inserts stitched together so cleanly that every kid left the theater convinced a skateboard and a parachute were a sensible combo. Number 3, no borrowed Sentai footage. Everything was shot fresh. The TV series famously stitched U.S. teen scenes to Japanese Super Sentai action. The movie breaks that habit. Every fight, monster, and explosion was built for the film, from the Stone Guardians and Tengu masks to the Phaedos sets and Angel Grove mayhem. Creature shops cranked out new suits, stunt teams defined movement from scratch instead of matching pre-existing choreography. That's a big reason the movie feels different, even when the plot resembles a supersized episode. The camera lingers wider, the cuts breathe longer, and the action is designed to showcase fresh builds and cavernous sets. Angel Grove finally looks like a city that can hold a giant robot without the skyline ending 2 blocks over. A subtle upgrade that sells the fantasy. Number 2. The CGI Zords were bold, early, and a little video gamey. Instead of miniatures stomping through model cities, the finale goes full computer animation. In 1995, the same year Toy Story landed, that was bleeding edge for a kid franchise. Today, the Ninja Megazord and Ivan's Ectomorphicons have that charming polygonal vibe of a PlayStation cutscene, but in theaters, it felt huge. Love it or side-eye it, the CG was a swing for scale the show couldn't reach. And honestly, that's part of the movie's charm now. The effects are a timestamp. They yank you straight back to sticky floors, paper tickets, and a soundtrack CD rattling around in the passenger door pocket. You didn't need photorealism when the entire auditorium screamed the second the Zords combined. It's the kind of communal movie memory you can't stream. You had to be there. Number 1. The soundtrack is a 90s time capsule. Ask any fan what stuck, and you'll hear two things: Ivan's one-liners and the music. The film is wall-to-wall with mid-90s energy. RHCP shredding Higher Ground, Devo barking, "Are you ready?" Over a fight, Shampoo's Trouble yelling through the credits, plus a Van Halen flex for good measure. It's like a mall's worth of 1995 crashed the party and brought their loudest tracks. If you owned the CD, you can still smell the jewel case. If you didn't, you still remember humming those choruses while trying not to spill your blue icy on the armrest. This wasn't just background music. It was the movie's secret weapon, making every skydive, spin kick, and Zord combo feel 10 feet taller. And the needle drop choices doubled as playground currency. Knowing the track names felt like insider status. Bonus twist: where are Jason, Zach, and Trini? If you drifted away between seasons, the big screen lineup might have surprised you. Rocky, Adam, and Aisha had replaced Jason, Zach, and Trini by the time cameras rolled. For younger fans, it felt normal. For older siblings, it was like showing up to homeroom and finding the seating chart rearranged. Credit to the new trio: Johnny Yong Bosch's calm, cool martial arts, Karan Ashley's sunny bravado, and Steve Cardenas' eager hero energy clicked fast. Different team, same mission: save Angel Grove and be home by curfew. The revolving door casting was already part of Power Rangers' DNA by 1995. New Zords, new villains, new teammates. The film just froze one moment in that constant morph, capturing a team that many 90s kids still claim as their Rangers. In a franchise built on change, the movie is a glossy snapshot of a lineup mid-stride. So tell us, which of these Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie bombshells, blew your mind the most? Right now you feel all fuzzy and nostalgic, yeah? For this feeling to last forever, you have to hit the like and subscribe button. Because with Box Set and Chill, the 80s and 90s never end.